you see them, the less you understand. Why was it declared at 4 a.m.? Now let me answer your question.
You mean the election?
The election.
The election result.
On the 28th, Mahmood Yakubu said he was adjourning till the next day. Next day, technically and legally speaking, is 9 a.m. And by 4 a.m., he sneaked and declared Tinubu a winner. What transpired in between?
Well,
who came, listen, you want me to say,
yeah.
Who came from one house in Asokoro to another house to say that it has to be now?
Well, I don't know. You answer that question.
Yeah, and what I'm telling you is that the airwaves cannot, it is so bad the airwaves cannot carry it.
So are you implying that
something happened that morning before 4 a.m.
Right.
that they said before these things finish at the Nigerian border?
And it was who did that? Because we're trying to understand the link between what you're saying and the thing you were saying about the vice president.
Listen.
That was Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed, the vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, shaking the table, asking pertinent questions, begging for answer. Why did Mahmood Yakubu declare the results announcing President Bola Tinubu, the candidate of the APC, as the winner of the election at 4 a.m.? Why is it that no one has asked that question all these past 2 years? What made INEC chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, to declare the result by 4 a.m. when most Nigerians were still in their bed? What happened? That is what Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed tried to unravel by telling us what he believed transpired. It is really a table shaker. And the reason why we cannot be able to solve Nigerian problem is that because we don't want to address these problems. We keep on beating about the bush. He raised weighty questions that need clear answers, because if that question he raised is not answered, what happened in 2023 can still happen in 2027, and heavens will not fall. And Nigeria keep on moving ahead, pretending that it is a democracy. Because we are talking about, he raised a fundamental issue. What made INEC chairman? Perhaps that will mean that he is challenging the INEC chairman to come out. What made him close the collation of the result and say that he's going to continue the next day? And the next day obviously cannot be by 4 a.m. because that's not when people resume for work in Nigeria. Even INEC chairman, as a public servant, as a civil servant. Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed is saying work legally is supposed to start by 9 o'clock. That was when he was expected to come back. Why did he close? Why did he return back by 4 a.m. instead of waiting till 9 a.m. to announce the result? This man is saying that somebody pushed him. Is it true? Was the INEC chairman, Mahmood Yakubu, was he coerced to announce Bola Tinubu as the winner of that election? Was he forced? Did anybody force him? It is a question that is begging for answer. It is a question that Nigerians ought to be asking, but nobody has had the courage to ask it until Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed appeared on TV recently and began to query that manner of announcement of a winner of election at that odd hour. Even when the person announcing it had earlier said that he was not ready to announce it until the next day. Now let's listen to the announcement by, let's listen to that declaration by the by INEC chairman then. Let us see his comportment. Does he look to you like he was harassed? Does he look like somebody who was threatened to announce the result? Let's watch him. Watch and see the announcement.
That Tinubu Bola Ahmed of the APC, having satisfied the requirements of the law, is hereby declared the winner and is returned elected. Thank you.
That was the chairman of Independent National Electoral Commission, Yakubu, Mahmood Yakubu, announcing that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the winner of the election. He announced it by 4 a.m. Datti Ahmed was saying that he was coerced to announce that result because that he had earlier said that he would announce the result the next day. And the next day, everyone was interpreting it to mean that by 9 a.m. What made him to come out by 4 a.m. to announce it? Okay? And when you look at his composure, does he look like he was harassed? I want you to tell me your own opinion. After watching, you can watch it again. Look at his comportment. Does he look happy announcing that result? Does he look unhappy? Does he look harassed? Does he look intimidated as he was announcing it? We can watch it again. The verdict is yours. Let us hear from you at the comment section what you think about the comportment of Dr. or Professor Mahmood Yakubu as he was announcing that result. Is there anything to justify the claim by Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed that somebody coerced him that he must go and announce that result, or there will be a problem? I don't know what you think about it, but there are a lot of things that are happening in our electoral process that we need to find a way out so that election results can be acceptable, believable, and also be the will of the Nigerian people. Okay? One of the characteristics, one of the things that you could notice after that election was that Nigerians were not jubilant. Even in the video you watched, as Yakubu was declaring the result, there was no excitement even in the hall, because that was not the will of the Nigerian people. Because even if you look at the breakdown of the result they used in declaring Tinubu the winner of that election, the breakdown, they say Tinubu got 8.7 million votes. They say Atiku got 6.9 million votes. P2B got 6.1 million votes. Rabi Musa Kwankwaso, 1.4 million votes. People like Showore, who had less than 15,000 votes, and several others. Now, if you add all those people, from Atiku, P2B, Kwankwaso, Showore, and all the rest, that means about over 15 million voters say they don't want Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be their president. They voted against him. And that reflected from the reaction. Even though he announced the result by 4 a.m., there was no excitement. Imagine if it was the president, imagine they announced Buhari. Can you remember when Buhari was announced? Even though there were a lot of issues about his election, in which Jonathan considered defeat even before the final collection of the results. There was so much excitement, there was so much joy, but it was mooted. I can tell you for free, if it was Peter Obi that was announced by INEC Let us assume that they decided to come back genuinely, that nobody coerced them, as alleged. They came out to announce the result. There would have been party in the streets of Nigeria, all over the country. The kind of joy that this nation had never seen if INEC had announced Peter Obi as the winner of that election. But when Tinubu was announced, nobody celebrated because they felt there was nothing to celebrate. 2 years after, most Nigerians still have nothing to celebrate. That was why a recent survey or poll by the coalition showed that majority of Nigerians across the country, majority of those polled are giving Tinubu 93% disapproval rate or thereabout. Even in the Southwest, his not disapproval rate is so high to the level that in Lagos State, where he was governor for 8 years, his disapproval rate is 78%. And you know how much Peter Obi dusted him in Lagos, showing that the Lagosians cannot be fooled. So I don't know what to think about the allegation made by Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed that Yakubu, the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, was coerced to announce Tinubu as the winner of that election. Even though he didn't tell us who was the person doing the coercing, we may never know. But from the way you saw the man announcing the results, what do you think? Does he look harassed? Does he look intimidated? Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.